Oh, it's way too hot. And I have no idea as to why I just pushed start and then took a sip of coffee. Wait, this is the Leroy Screwballs challenge. I should do it the way he does it, the way he starts all his videos. Or one of the ways he starts. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Well, the intro. What's up, dudes and dudettes? All you awesome people. Welcome to the Geeky Heathen channel. I am Glenn, aka the Geeky Heathen, here with something very different to my channel. This is a tag video. I was tagged by two people actually, probably more. I'm a bit behind my videos, so I'll catch up real soon. I was tagged by Big Inzy and Rach Kappa, two awesome YouTubers. I was tagged by them in the Leroy Screwballs tag challenge thingy. It's one of these get to know you small YouTuber tag challenges that goes around, and this was created by Leroy Screwballs, awesome YouTuber. Link for him in the description down below. You should go and check him out. He always makes me laugh in all his videos. He edits them amazingly. He's a very funny dude. This is I'm going to put down 14 questions to get, so you get to know a bit more about me, basically. Get to know you challenge thing. So 14 questions based around me, my channel, and Funko. Mostly Funko related. Well then, let us begin with these questions. What is your most expensive Funko Pop? My most expensive Funko Pop, according to the Funko app, which I use on my phone, which kind of surprised me, is £40, valued at £40, and it is the 2019 Summer Convention. This is a San Diego Comic Con exclusive green chrome Yoda. This is valued at £40 on there. It's very shiny because it's in a pop protector case. Personally, I would have thought that my Hoggle Pop was worth more than that, because I know Hoggle on eBay can go for anything from £70 right up to like £200. So I don't know why Green Yoda is valued at £40 and Hoggle's only £38 on that app. Maybe my app's wrong. Maybe I should be using a different app. Let me know in the comments down below. But question one done. What is the least amount of money you have spent on a Funko Pop? The least amount of money I've spent on a Funko Pop, this doesn't include giveaways or freebies given to you or anything from Subbox or anything like that. So the least amount I spent on a Funko Pop is £2. And I bought a lot of Funko Pops for around £2-3 each from Toys for a Pound. Thanks to the Pop-Tart Lee. I watched him do an unboxing of some and I thought I need to get some of them, even though I shouldn't be spending. But I'll unbox them hopefully soon. I'm a bit behind in all my videos. I don't know why I keep clapping hands every time I answer a question. Yay, next question. In 40 years, what will people be nostalgic for? Myself, I suppose it would be that wine I bought last week from Spain. It was very delicious. In 40 years from now, people will be nostalgic for SpongeBob SquarePants and The Walking Dead. I don't know. It's a strange one, that is, because nostalgia comes around and goes. It does. Like now, people are nostalgic for Star Wars, which was very popular back then, and there are more Star Wars movies made. So I imagine the remake Star Wars movies are made now. The kids who are growing up watching them now, they'll be nostalgic for that in 40 years' time, and they'll want to go back and watch that. Same as SpongeBob, really. You know, kids who grow up with SpongeBob now will be nostalgic for that when they're in their like 40s. Or 50s if it's 40 years from now, if they're like 10 or under. I don't know the ages. But yeah, I think whatever comes around, whatever you grow up with, whatever cartoons were on at the time, whatever TV shows, whatever movies you're into at that time and age, I think 30, 40 years from then, you remember them and you're like, they were the big movies, they were great. And that was what people be nostalgic for. I think Star Wars, Marvel, things like that will always keep going. Comics have always been amazing. Superheroes, things like that, people are always into it, and fantasy. So that's my answer. What sport would be the fun... Am I reading this correct? Ridiculous questions. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to? I suppose it depends upon the mandatory amount of alcohol. If you're talking about just giving someone one shot or a sip of the beer, then I don't think it'd make much difference. I'm assuming you mean to get them to a stage where they're tipsy or drunk or falling over sort of thing. I can't help but think it would be amazing to see some sort of combat sports, but I can imagine seeing that getting a bit messy and someone getting injured. I don't like the thought of that. So I'm going to have to agree with Rach Kappa. She came up with what I think is the best sport. I'm not a sports person at all. I don't really watch football. I don't watch any sports anymore. I'm not a sports fan. I couldn't tell you anything about sports anymore. But I think she's got it right. It would be snooker. Because the amount of skill and precision that they have to have. And I haven't watched snooker for years. I used to watch it when my granddad was alive and he watched it. He loved it. And so I watched it with him, and I do enjoy watching it. It's not something I go watch myself personally, but I do enjoy watching it. And I think, I think that would be absolutely hilarious. Just watching them line up a perfect shot and seeing how good they are normally, to watch them just completely and utterly mess it up would be amazing. Next question. How did you first discover and find out about Funko Pops? Well, for me, as soon as I heard they had a Britney Spears one, I just had to buy it. I first found out about Funko Pops through sub boxes, really. I started off doing unboxing videos and I got a Funko Pop, found out about it. I used to watch unboxing videos before I started getting my own mystery boxes and things. And I can't even tell you what the first one was about. I think it was something I wasn't really into. I was never into Funko Pops. When I got my first Funko Pop, I was just like, nah, it's a little figure with a bobbly head. I'm not really into it. It's not for me. And then flash forward a few years later, I picked up one or two of them. What is your favourite Funko in your collection? You can only name one. That is the toughest question I think you have put on this list. I can name only one. My favourite Funko Pop changes on a daily basis. So whatever the newest one is I got, it'll be my favourite. I've really thought about this, and this has taken me a long time, more so than any other question. Mind you, I'm kind of answering them as I'm doing it now, but my favourite Funko Pop in my collection at the moment, because it'll probably change, I'm going to go with Asterix and Obelix Asterix. I absolutely love this pop. He's awesome, he looks great, he is a geeky pop, he's a heathen. I'm a geeky heathen. I wanted to collect as many sort of heathen-y, Viking-y pops as possible, and so far this is the only one I've picked up. I had a plan in my head to get loads of them. That's the only one I picked up. So that at the moment is my favourite Funko Pop in my collection at the moment. Which is your least favourite Funko in your collection? For me, that's actually fairly easy, because I get a lot of Funko Pops come to me through mystery boxes, and some of them I'm not really interested in. I normally use those for giveaways, because I know there are people who are interested in them. And my least favourite at the moment, which I haven't given away yet, is 007 James Bond. This is from Goldfinger. Now, it's my least favourite because I'm not really a huge Bond fan. I did enjoy James Bond when I was younger. I watched some James Bonds. I think it's kind of aged now. It's not really a series that I'm into, apart from GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64, which was absolutely amazing game. I don't think I would go back to watch any of the other Bonds. I think, I watched them, seen them. It's a movie for me that, that was good, move on. It's not a movie I would go back to revisit, or a series I'm interested in revisiting. It's just not for me personally. I know there are thousands of people out there who absolutely love Bond and go crazy for it. It's just not a franchise that I'm into. And I can see why they're into it. Don't get me wrong, it looks amazing. It's just not something that I want to revisit again. I'm more of a fantasy type of guy. Yeah. Next question. What Funko Pop do you think they should make in the future? Another tough question. I've really thought about this, and I wanted to say like a line or a franchise, but I'm not going to pick a franchise or a line or a movie or a book, I'm gonna go for a species. Because this is my favorite species. Out of all species of them all, I'm a huge fantasy fan. I love all fantasy books, and I'm gonna go for orcs. I absolutely love orcs. They've just come out with a Warhammer 40,000 line, and it's got some Space Marines in it at the moment. No orcs. I'd love to see some Space Orcs in there, but you've also got Warhammer Fantasy. We have orcs. Lord of the Rings has some orcs. I'm sure they do have. They have that Urukai. I'm sure they've got some Funko Pops for them. But I mean, orcs in general. Like I would love to see a whole line of orcs from World of Warcraft, orcs from fantasy books. I love orcs. They're my favourite creature. Out of all the fantasy species there is out there, they are my favourite ones, and I would love to see more orc Funko Pops.
How many Funko Pops do you own?
I had to count these. I could probably go off my app and check that, but I'm not sure if I've scanned them or not. I counted all these and all the ones I've got over here. I have 133 of the standard 4-inch pops. I then have a few of the bigger ones, which I didn't count, but 133 4-inch pops, plus a box full over there to be unboxed. Plus I've got a few put aside over there and a few in boxes over there, which are what I use for giveaway pops. I was going to do some trading and stuff, but I'm mostly using them for giveaways. So I've got a few put aside and duplicates, things like that, or pops I'm not interested in. But 133 at the moment.
What is your favourite Funko Pop series or line?
I, again, was really stumped with this question, but I'm going to have to say Star Wars. Purely because there is such the line and the series, there's just so many Funko Pops. And I absolutely love Star Wars, one of my favourite movies, one of my favourite franchises of all time. And purely because of the amount of Funko Pops there are, all the other lines and series I think of, they don't have as many Funko Pops as they do for Star Wars, which is a shame because there is a lot of Funko Pops I'd love to collect. But yeah, Star Wars for me.
What is your ultimate grail pop? I suppose for me it would be one of the Spice Girls, maybe Baby Spice or Ginger. Well, what about you?
This must have been a tough question for Lee, because Leroy Screwballs, every single Funko Pop he gets, he calls it a grail. He can pick one up from the supermarket. Look at this grail I got. He'll pick one up from the shop. Look at this grail I got. He'll box a grail. Every Funko is a grail for Lee. So for me, what is my ultimate grail pop? Personally, I have my ultimate grail pop. My ultimate grail pop was Hoggle from Labyrinth, and I managed to get him. So he is my ultimate grail. I absolutely love this pop. I got him for a great price, and according to the Funko app, he's only worth £38. But I know for a fact, looking at eBay, he's like £80 plus. I've seen them all up to £200 for a Hoggle in good condition. So,
Dorbz, yay or nay? I suppose you could say huzzah or nah.
one word answer, nay. But it's not as simple as that. I have Dorbz. I'm using them as giveaway at the moment. I do have quite a lot of Dorbz, but until recently, I would always say nay. I'm not interested in Dorbz. No, thank you. I would see a Dorb like this, and I would think, nah, it's not for me. I don't like it. I've just realised this is a glow-in-the-dark Batman. This is just like the one that Jimmy Barnes unboxed. I just watched his unboxing earlier on today. Another awesome YouTuber, Jimmy Barnes. Put that way up there. In fact, I'm going to leave a link to his channel as well. I'll leave links to Leroy. I'll leave links to Big Inzy, to Rach, and to Jimmy Barnes. Big Inzy, Rach, and Jimmy Barnes. They're all part of this like YouTube community that I'm in now. All this YouTube family. The kind of we're all Patreon supporters of Jimmy Barnes. He's like the papa of the family. Got off subject completely there. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Half of you are probably gone by now thinking, geez, this is taking way too long. So Dorbz like that, not for me. But then I got this one in the box the other day. I am putting it up on a giveaway, but if someone chooses another pop and this is left over, I might keep this one and I might start collecting horror Dorbz, because I really like that Dorb. Up until that Dorb, I was like, nah, not for me, not for me. They very much remind me of Fisher-Price kids' toys, but that Friday 13th. That Jason is a good looking pop. No, Dorb. Next question.
Name an interesting fact about yourself that your viewers may not know.
I'm not an interesting guy. I don't have any interesting facts about myself, I don't think. I'm just a normal guy. I go to work, I come home, have a few hours before I have to go back to work again every time. I try and make some videos to share my love of geekiness with people. Interesting fact about myself, I can click my fingers. No one likes it, it's horrible. I can't click, you know, when you do the snap thing. I've never been able to do that, never learnt it. But I can just click my bones, my fingers, just by bending them. Be warned. I just click very easily. Is that an interesting fact? If not that, I quit drinking alcohol about a year and a half ago now, I think it was. Or just over a year ago. I'm terrible at times. But I'm teetotal. Stop drinking alcohol. There's an interesting fact, maybe. Or a crazy fact. Some people will be like, what a crazy guy. But yeah, it's a fact.
From your collection, who would be the last Funko standing in a fight? And why?
That question is an amazing question. And I could probably make a YouTube video a day for the rest of my life answering that question, because that's one of my favourite questions I've ever heard. Since you were a kid in the playground, you're like, no, Batman would beat Hulk. He's got his utility belt. And them questions, this to me is one of them type of questions, and I love it. I thought long and hard about it. I looked at my entire collection and I came up with one Funko Pop. And I'll give you the reasoning behind it as well. I thought way too hard about this. I'm probably gonna make some more videos about this, about which pop versus this pop, who's gonna win? Pop Wars. But my answer is Dragon Ball Z Goku, and this is the Ultra Instinct Goku. And I thought about this because he's so powerful. He's so quick. It was going to be Goku or it was going to be Hulk. Now Hulk, because of the comics, so he's got the regeneration. You can cut him into pieces and spread him about, and he'll just be reborn the next Moonlight, or depending which comic it is. You know, it could be that night or whatever, depending on comics. Spoilers if you haven't read the comics, but so I think even with his regeneration skills and with Hulk being that amazing, I think Goku is just so much faster than Hulk that he just beat him and knock. I don't think Goku would kill him, he wouldn't destroy him, but he would definitely beat him in a fight, I would say. Purely because of Goku's skills, his strength, determination, and the amount of training he does. That's my short answer. Like I say, I could have talked about this for hours. I'm really struggling to keep it down and narrow it down to one little thing. And that is the last question. I bet you're thinking, thank goodness this video is over.
This is the most ridiculous interview I think I've ever done. This interview is over.
I really love this video. I love tag challenges, they're brilliant. I had another tag challenge I was tagged in, which I haven't got around to filming, and I will do it. It's a A to Z Funko Pop challenge. I think again, this was Funko Pop, so I think Lee Teasdale tagged me in that one he did. I will get around to doing that. I've got a pile of videos and a pile of boxes. I've got piles of everything I need to get around and do. I will catch up at some point. But I hope you enjoyed this. They normally say to tag 3 people at the end of this. Now, I don't know who has been tagged and who hasn't been tagged in all the people I know. So I'm going to do the very generic YouTuber thing. I'm going to say this video is for everybody. I tag all of you, every single person. Because I'm a bit behind my videos, I don't know who's tagged who yet. So I'm just gonna say, tag everybody, absolutely anybody. Spread this video, let everyone get involved in this challenge. Go check out Leroy Screwballs. His videos are awesome. And I am looking forward to seeing everyone else's videos, because I love watching these tag video challenges and get to know challenges. But I'm gonna end this here. All normal YouTubey stuff. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, when you scroll down below, smash that bell icon to be notified each and every time I upload. And I also have Patreon. If you want to go support me over there, become Patreon for as little as $1 a month, gain you access to Patreon-only videos, and also Patreon-only giveaways, which I run each and every month. Wow, I've done a lot of talking for this video. Got a lot of editing to do. I'm Geeky Heathen. As always, much love. Until next time, stay awesome.